Welcome to my video number 20 of my Ancient Mystery School. And again, continuing from the last video, we have the one, the singularity, point of all existence, which we can call the Hebrew letter Yod, and I'll get to that later. We have the process of the Vesica Piscis, where the two divide. One divides into two, and that creates infinity. All right, three. At the base, which is the center of the two, creates three, infinity. Four is created spontaneously with three. Relativity and its gravity of depth makes 3 and 4 spontaneously. So we have to understand that as in 5 here, we see that there are two polarities made, and these two polarities stretch space and create what can be called the number 5, or it can be called 10, 1 plus 0, which is the creation of a new polarity. This 10 can again be called Yod, as a new polarity maker. All right, then we get to the next polarities of the infinitesimal at the center. This number 5 stretches again into a third polarity, which creates 6. And the middle polarity shown here is that of the infinitesimal, whereas the other two on the sides belong to the 4 directions, 4 quarters. Okay, number 7 is created when the balance of the triads is made here, where the forces even out each other. And again, we have another stretch of 4 at the center. And these are all stretching forces. The numbers are units of force of forging and stretching energies. So we see that in the center is yet born another dot, another singularity, and that is 7. So now the stretching forces, 7 is born. Again, a new depth, a new form of depth. You have to think like the vortex with depth. Now we get to number 8, which is the circle of life, and like Buddha's wheel, it is the creator-generator of all circles and cycles, in accordance to the directions, the 8 directions. And 9 can be seen as the enneagram. I made a crappy looking one here, but it gives you a demonstration of the power of numbers. It is the creation of radiuses. Infinite expansion is this part at the bottom here, which causes the 2 to infinitely create. So that is reflected up here in the cone of the vortex, where we have 8 as always being the number of infinity, again when it corresponds to the 8 directions and the 8 pointed wheel of Buddha and other correspondences. 9 is the continuation of eternity. It is the number of radiuses that create such systems as this. the radiuses and the infinity of 8, of course, lie side by side. At the center is the number 10, or we can call it 3. 3 is always the number of depths. Depth is created between the two polarities as depth. This is what creates depth in our universe, is the number 3. 3 creates the new units, the new singularity units. So we can either say in the cone we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 at the bottom. Or we could all go the other way around too and make the point, the nexus, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then 10 at the center. We can go either way. But the vortex is the force that creates all the triangles of high strangeness. And we'll just say that Yod is the finger of God. It is the divine point of creation, God's omnipresence. It is the number 10. 10, again, like we showed in other videos, is the creation from 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the Tetragrammaton. 10 is Yod, the number. The Tetragrammaton is another name of the Holy Word of God in the Hebrew context. All right, so in ending, I just wanted to say that the vortex is the this is the representation in all of this. The numbers are the stretching powers that build time from space. It is the same forces that stretch dimensions within triangles of high strangeness. The high strangeness forces, the stretching forces of numbers, that ultimately create and fuse the various genes of various animals. Various animals of the cryptid type are born because of the stretching of the genes. So that's why most cryptids are very long, lengthy, tall, very strong, very fast. It's because of these stretching forces of the numbers within the vortex. Now, numbers are living like units of energy. We could say almost collectively that it has a will and perhaps even a consciousness. You'll hear that quite often from numerologists of mysticism. Now, I'm going to go back in next videos and explain the vortex and the other charts showing how the cryptids are created with the vortex. All right, so that's a quick showing of the creation and the power of numbers, and we shall see you in the next video.